Hey everybody, welcome to our weekend check-in video for WSTS-47 Intro to LGBTQ+ Studies for Saturday, August 17th. Just going to go over a few items and reminders and clarifications, anything I think you need to know to help you stay on top of things easily in the course and keep up to date, even though we've been meeting in person. It never hurts to kind of touch base like this. It's just part of my ability to be present in my courses too. So keep it short and sweet. Let's go ahead and get started. First up here, it was really great to see everyone and meet everyone and hear all your stories in terms of why you're taking the class. Last time it was great to hear all that, so I appreciate the attendance and the participation. Just a reminder to make sure that you read the syllabus and look over the Canvas course page if you haven't done those things already. If you have any questions or concerns, make sure you just bring those up in class when we return on Tuesdays, just so everybody else can benefit from the same answers that I give them. So make sure that you plan on doing that. Next up here, just a reminder, as you'll see on your course calendar at the end of your syllabus there, but also as I've been just kind of giving you a heads up in class this week, that we do have our first chapter quiz when we return on Tuesday this week. It's just on chapter 1. Make sure you do your homework, which you'll find in the dedicated homework module on the Canvas course page. Just click on the section 1 homework there. You only have to do the homework for chapter 1. But again, you're not going to turn any of that homework into me. It's just to help you prep or prepare for the quizzes there. So I would suggest writing it up a little bit on a piece of scrap paper on your device, whatever you want to do, just so you've got some answers handy. Because when you take your quiz in your small group, and do recall you formed your small groups at the end of class there on Thursday, that you are going to be working in your groups together, and you are allowed to use your books, your notes, your homework answers, each other, when you're trying to come up with the right answer to the quiz questions. There's only 3 quiz questions on each quiz there, so it's pretty simple, and if you've done your homework, you should just breeze right through those. Most students don't take more than 5 minutes to get through that there, but just make sure you bring your quiz strip Scantron, that little 815E, the smaller one there, because you will need one of those to provide your answers on a per student basis. You need to have one of those to provide answers to your quiz questions. So just keep that in mind. But again, you're not going to turn any of that homework for chapter 1 into me. Our game plan for Tuesday is we're going to cover a good deal of chapter 1. We're going to pick up, we were talking about Greek society there, and talk about Sappho, because somebody brought up Sappho there, the famous lesbian poet there. We're also going to talk about Judeo-Christian traditions in terms of homosexuality as they refer to it. And we're also going to be talking about some other really interesting items there too. So just kind of keep that in mind. We're going to go ahead and hopefully finish most of chapter 1 on Tuesday. We might have a little bit left over to cover on Thursday. Then we're going to start chapter 2 on Thursday as well. So make sure you're taking a look at those lecture outlines. And by the way, if you want to look ahead a little bit, there are study guides available as well, which are more detailed than the lecture outlines, because the outlines are just there to help you take notes in class. So take advantage. Again, you can print them out, you can put them on your device. They're just Word files that you can modify and edit any way that you see fit there. But we also have study guides available too. There's a study guides module on the Canvas course page. Just scroll down a bit and you'll see it. And you might want to open up the one for exam 1 because there you'll find a lot more detail on exactly the material. So it's kind of like a roadmap of what we are going to cover on a per chapter basis on every study guide there. Again, if you have any questions about anything, just make sure you reach out on email on Canvas, and I'll be glad to answer them. Otherwise, just bring them up in class on Tuesday if it's nothing pressing, and everybody else can benefit from that. And I believe I mentioned in class there on Thursday too, keep in mind this is a queer studies class, but it's also a women's studies class, so you're going to have that queer and feminist point of view, a perspective, a way of looking at things that you probably haven't had before in any of your other classes. I can pretty much guarantee you that. So it's going to be a little different, and it's totally okay, of course, to have that point of view and look at things that way and not be afraid that people might try to shut you down, because this is a welcoming space for that. So it's really great to be able to think about things maybe you already know a bit about, but in a perspective way that you haven't had the opportunity to do so before. And that's part of why you go to college, is to look at something you already kind of know about, but in a way you haven't considered or even heard about before. So it's really fun to do that. It's one of the most fun things about college, I think, is you get to learn about some things, because you did come there to learn, right? And that's part of learning, is to step outside your own box once in a while and just look at it in a different way. And you don't have to change your mind about things, but at least you know that, hey, not everybody sees that thing the same way as you do, and it's good to be aware of that kind of stuff there. So it's fun. So anyway, that's everything I wanted to say. Again, keeping this short and sweet. I'll see you in class on Tuesday there at 2 o'clock, and enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you next time. All right, bye-bye for now.